A bus vanished suddenly. The next second, it materialized in the desert. Judging by the surroundings, the place resembled Earth. Yet 3 suns hung overhead, clearly proving it wasn't Earth. The doctor scooped a handful of sand, tasted it on his tongue. Such crossovers were commonplace for him, but for the other passengers aboard, this was their first encounter. The wheels sank deep into the sand, rendering it immobile for the time being. At this moment, someone finally noticed the doctor's peculiar actions. Xiaohei immediately confronted him, claiming he'd seen the doctor fiddling with strange instruments on the bus, and accused him of bringing everyone here. The doctor, of course, denied the accusation. He scooped up a handful of sand and flung it into the distance. Ripples instantly spread through the air, the wormhole through which they had traveled. Retracing their steps would lead them back to Earth. The moment the driver heard they could return, he charged in with wild excitement. The next instant, a bus materialized out of thin air in the tunnel, smashing a hole through the wall. Such an absurd situation deterred even the police from investigating further. They immediately called in the Joint Intelligence Task Force to take over. The group in the desert witnessed the driver instantly incinerated to white bones by the energy. The doctor immediately explained, the wormhole could indeed return them to Earth, but it was filled with runaway energy. No life form could survive even a second inside. Their survival thus far was entirely due to the bus's body, acting like a Faraday cage to shield them. To return safely, they still needed this bus, but to get this 10-ton behemoth moving again, everyone had to work together. The doctor summoned everyone back aboard to see if any skills could be utilized. Most passengers were ordinary folk, but a few possessed unique talents. The elderly woman in the back row was a medium with rudimentary telepathy, vaguely sensing fragments of the future. Since their arrival, she'd been hearing countless cries. The beauty Chris beside the doctor turned out to be an international thief who had just robbed a museum before the journey. But that skill was practically useless in the desert. The passengers grew increasingly panicked. Seeing no one could help, despair began to set in. The doctor decided to assign tasks to everyone, instructing them to first dig the bus out. After inspection, they discovered the engine was completely sanded in. Getting it started again was no easy feat. The doctor then modified the passengers' phones to transmit signals across the cosmos directly back to Earth. The scientific advisor of the Joint Intelligence Task Force had already pinpointed the wormhole's location and dimensions. The doctor instructed him to monitor it constantly, awaiting further instructions. After arranging everything, the doctor led Chris further out.